So summer libraries were designed to be housed at schools that had summer school already. So we not only get to support the students that are here for third grade reading, but we also get to support community members. So we've had a mixed review of turnout of community members, but we've had a lot of consistency with families that come in every single week. Their kids are really excited to be able to come to the library and check out books, and it's a great opportunity for parents to get to see the resources that are available to their students, not only over the summer but throughout the school year as well. And it's great for kids to be able to come in to participate in our story time and some activities, as well as be able to check out books and then have that conversation with their parents at home as they begin to read. So the family drove and drove. That's a pretty long road trip right there. It's really great to see kids walk in the door and to be super excited to be in a library over the summer, and it's definitely a different world between elementary and high school, but we get students from all over the community, not just students that actually go to Maplewood. So kids that go to different elementary schools are coming here as well, and if they're not familiar with this library, they're really excited to come in and check out books that they know the authors and they know the titles, and even books that have had movies come out over the summer, like Captain Underpants, for example. Kids are coming in and wanting to read these books because they're familiar with the story now, but it's great to see the kids want to come in and read now that they know something about it, and they're super excited to be here as opposed to anywhere else. I think it's a great opportunity for the schools to make relationships with parents who continue to come in and bring their students, and I think that both the school and the parents are promoting a love of reading by having their students come in, and families come in and bring all of their kids. So I have a lady that comes in over the summer that has a 2-year-old to a 10-year-old, and all of her kids come and are able to check out books and take them home and read over the summer. So it's great to see that consistency, that we know that students are continuing to read and to develop their vocabulary over the summer. They don't feel that they are required to read certain things. So kids have the opportunity to come in and check out anything that they want, which is great, so that they can try to negate that concept of the summer slide where they're not really continuing to learn and grow, but they come in and they check out books that they want. And even if it's not necessarily on their grade level, kids are really getting the opportunity to continue to read, and reading in general is going to develop a student's skills so that when they start school the next year, they haven't really lost anything over the summer.
This class is called Liftoff Engineering Rockets and Rovers, and this is a class that is a STEMcon class that we're doing with 21st Century, and it's a program with engineering that lets the children be able to make a lot of really good decisions and problem solving, and they have a design process that they have to go through. And it's really great program for the kids working in teams and having to do problem solving. And this particular program with the engineering is elementary. They have a lot of different engineering programs, but this one for the summer school. The engineering rockets and rovers, the children have been designing rockets, and now they're having to decide if they send a rover up on the rocket, what kind of tools they would have to use. And they have to consider weight. They have to consider what type of a surface that if wherever planet that they're going to send the rover to, what kind of surface they would need wheels for, and what would their mission be when they got there. And so that's why they've been designing these little rovers today. They had to follow directions, and they had to realize too, I had a lot of them ask me about a battery. Where would their battery go? And I had to have them decide, you tell me, where would your battery go? And what are you going to need for that battery to run? So then they could tell me that they had to have a solar panel, and so that they're going to have to have the sun. They're going to have to be at a planet close enough to get some sunlight, and they have some research materials that they use for that to figure out what planets they could get that from. And a lot of them decided to go to Mars, and they realized too that they already have rovers on Mars that are doing some experiments. And so they're actually learning what it would be like for an aerospace engineer to have to take it from the very beginning and plan, and then do the process of creating something that's going to work, because they know that engineers always have to go back, and after they try something out, they've got to go back and they have to retry it and keep trying until they get it right.
The Public Education Foundation is hosting the 5th Annual Teacher Resource Fair on August 1st. Due to tremendous turnout the last couple of years, we have 4 one-hour blocks scheduled. For returning teachers, we're splitting you up by age and alphabet. Elementary schools A through L, that's Anthony to Legacy, at 9:30 a.m. M to Z, Madison Street to Waimea Park at 10:30. Then returning secondary teachers at 12:30. New teachers get their own hour at 2:30. And don't worry that the shelves will be empty by the time you get your turn. We'll be busy restocking in between sessions. This is your chance to stock up on free supplies before the start of the school year, as well as visit with vendors who can help you meet your needs both inside and outside of the classroom. That's the Public Education Foundation's 5th Annual Teacher Resource Fair on August 1st.
Jasmine Munoz is a senior at Vanguard High School and a volunteer for the summer reading camp at College Park Elementary. In the process of helping third grade students enhance their reading abilities, she's gained valuable insight into what she is most passionate about.
I've always had the passion of being able to help students that need help. If I see them that they're struggling with reading, with the all passion that I have in me, want to help them learn how to read, want to help them become successful, because I know that as a kid, you have it in you. I've always been, since I was little, I would play, I was a teacher with my little cousins, and I've always had the passion for it. I love kids. Being inside a classroom just makes my heart full. I love it, and that's why I'm here. And I think that if things go as planned, my career of being a teacher is going to be something big. I get a lot from the students, knowing, watching them, helping them out, and as students, like a third grade class, they get to tell me, well, I understand this, but I don't understand that. And that's where I come in and help them as well, acknowledge the differences in maybe words or stories, helping them as they're helping me get known in the classroom. How students prefer to be, what kind of environment they like to be in, and the management of a classroom, which is what I want to learn as a teacher. The management that there's in a classroom, how the students work, do they like to work together, do they like to work separately, and I think it's all helping me by learning they're teaching me how it is that they like to be educated.
They use wagons, and then don't they, in the back of the old days, they used to use electric cars?
Electric cars? You think so? But you just told me that they...
And wagons.
I'm in a teacher assisting program at the high school I go to, Vanguard. My plan is to try and make it at least 3 times a week here back to College Park to volunteer into, it's going to be a first grade classroom. So I get to see different things. I get to see third grade, first grade, kindergarten, as learning different things with different stages of kids. So yes, my plan is to come back at least 3 times a week while I'm in high school to be able to keep volunteering, and having passion for the kids is what keeps on bringing me each day and waking me up to say I'm going back.